Okay, so my name's Brent Shaw, and I appreciate you guys being here to see what we're doing. This is Isagenix, right? So basically, everybody wants to know three things when they come in and want to come to one of these house events: is what is it, how much is it, and when can I get it? So what I'm going to go is I'm going to go over all three of these with you, and I'm going to talk to you about the process of hope, faith, and belief, and how that plays into basically becoming part of the team and really deciding that Isagenix works for you as far as something that you can see incorporated into your family. So what is it? Isagenix has been around for about 13 years. It's a local Arizona-based company. They started with just a cleanse system, and from that cleanse system, they have gone through the process and gone through the changes of any company that's going to grow. And over the course of that time, they developed into this what I call 4 systems. And so these 4 systems are the shakes and meals, the cleanse, the snacks, and the vitamins and minerals. So when somebody decides what they want, you can see everything that's up here. You can pick out individual items, or you can pick them out in a package. Okay, so if you pick it out in a package, you save about 10%, but you can totally order anything individualized. So a lot of times on the team page that we've got, certain have people, you'll see somebody will post something, they'll say, how much is it? And then people will say, well, you got to get with the person who enrolled you. And the reason that is it's like going into a car dealership and saying, I want to buy a car, how much is a car? Until somebody knows what you want, then they can't really decide what you need, what they should price you. So with this, I'll show you exactly how much it is, but why it's important when somebody asks you how much is this, because this is what's going to happen here. You guys use it, somebody's going to say, what are you using? And they're going to say, how much is it? And you're going to have the same conversation. So what is it? Shakes and meals. The basic plan calls for 2 shakes a day, and then a regular meal, and then a couple of snacks. My recommendation, the way that we coach it, is that you have 2 shakes a day. You have your snack, your meal, either at lunchtime or at dinner time, and then you have your 2 snacks. The difference is going to be based off of your height, weight, male, female. Everybody has different calorie requirements. So your 2 shakes are going to be the same. What's going to vary is going to be what you have for your snacks and what you have for your meal. So a guy is going to need, kind of a general rule that I apply is you take your weight at a 0, and that's about how many calories you burn a day, right? Just kind of being alive, right? So if you base it off of that, then you can see why it would be different for every single person. Well, Isagenix as a system provides you, if you do the 2 shakes, you're someplace around 240 calories per shake if you do the regular shake. So you're forced, so you're 240 and 240, you're 480, and then you've got a 600-800 calorie meal. So call it a 600 calorie meal. So now you're around 1,000, and now you've got a couple of 100 calorie snacks. So you're around 1,100. That's okay for some people, but for some people they need more. And so you're going to adjust it based off of what you have for your snacks and what you have for your meal. Okay. So the next thing to talk about is the cleanse. The cleanse is, you have to realize it's not a bowel cleanse. It's a true nutritional cleanse, and it's all about intermittent fasting. It's not about, it's not so much about calorie depletion as it is about intermittent fasting. And all through history, it's not like it's a new age thing. All through history, people have done different types of intermittent fasting, whether it's religious-based or whether it's, medicinal practice-based. People have known that it's beneficial through history. It's just that with our cleanse system, you're actually going to ingest about 400 to 600 calories during the course of that day with taking in the cleanse product, which helps your body break down all of the toxins that are in fat are either water soluble or can't remember the other, but there's 2 types of the way that they can be broken down, and the cleanse actually goes into your body and helps your body break those systems down, break that fat down, those toxins down. Then you've got your snacks. Your snacks consist of like your whey thins, your bars, what else? Your Isagenix. Those would be examples of your snacks. And then your final item, which is the vitamins and minerals, and the vitamin and minerals kind of bring it all together. If your body is depleted in vitamins and minerals, it doesn't process everything else that you put in it well. So you take in all this protein, you take in all the right carbs, you take in all the right fats, but if your body's depleted in vitamins and minerals, then it doesn't process it as well as it could. It's better than nothing, but it's still not going to be as efficient as it could be. Okay? So what it is, right? So the how much is it? This, what you're looking at here, is what we call a business builder. So this is basically everything that somebody would need in order to have two full, what we call our president pack system. So two full 4-system packs. There's a couple items that would be missing out of this, like if 2 people are going to utilize it, but it's also everything you need for a business. So it's got a coupon in it that gives you money off for if you want to do an event, if you want to go to an event. It's got the ability to sample out some products to other people, and it's got all kinds of other things like a sleep spray and extra products and stuff like that. This is $1,200, okay, for the whole thing. For half that price, so basically everything from right here over to for half the price, so for $600, you get what's called a president's pack. Okay, that is enough for one person to do a full 30-day system with some things that are going to be left over. Like you're not going to need another blender. There's going to be some other things in here that are going to last past your 30 days. You may not eat all your bars, that sort of thing. But this is $600 for this pack. Okay, for half this price, that price, so for $300, you get what's called the starter pack. Okay, go back to this. So here you get all 4 systems. So you have the snacks, the shakes, the meals, the cleanse, the snacks, the vitamins and minerals. For half that price, or for $300, you get 2 of the systems. You get the shakes and the meals, and you get the cleanse. Okay, so for $300, that's what you get. There's another program that's called the Pace Setter, and that essentially is this. So you take away the vitamins and minerals, because that's not part of it, and then they give you some additional shaker cups. And this is essentially what they call the Pace Setter, and that's $400. Okay, so you got it is another business builder pack, so you've got the ability to sample product out, so that you can bring in other people and show other people the products, but this is about $400. So what it comes down to is, $10 a day, $15 a day. I throw this back over here, $20 a day. So you've got $10, $15, or $20 a day. Okay? So that's kind of how the breakdown that goes. Now for that, you're going to get 56 meals. Okay, so with all the packs, they all come with the same basic program. They all have the 56 meals, so you get 56 of your 90 meals, plus you get a cleanse system in the starter pack. In the Pace Setter pack and the President's pack, then you also get your vitamins, minerals, and your snacks, depending on which one you get. Okay, so that's the how much is it. Then when can you get it? You order it because it's locally based. You place your order and you go pick it up either the next day. If it's a Friday or Saturday, you have to pick it up on Monday. Okay, so and you can pick it up at will call because anytime I enroll somebody, I always pick up the first pack for them, bring it to you, sit down with you, and go over this all again. Okay, you also end up in the
if they're out of state.
What?
If they're out of state.
Oh, yeah, if you're out of state, sorry, I know we got out of state people. So if you're out of state, you're gonna place your order and it's gonna be shipped to you, okay? And the shipping depends, it varies. It's usually about 4 to 5 days out of state because there's different distribution centers throughout the United States, but here in Arizona, Chandler specifically, we have the corporate office, so we actually have will call here, so we just go pick it up. With that, kind of goes through this whole hope, faith, belief thing, right? Initially, you hope it works. You don't really know. You've got some ideas. Maybe you've tried other things. You're thinking, okay, what's going to work? Will it work? I don't know. Once you've taken it for a little while, or once you've been, you've talked to me, you've been on our team page, you've seen some things, you kind of, maybe you get a little bit of faith that it works because you see other people do it. And so then you get the faith, and then you end up kind of where we're at, right? We're in belief, right? So we believe it works. We know it works because of the fact that not only have we seen the changes in ourselves, but we've also seen the changes in a lot of friends, right? Lots and lots of friends. Just Team Shady itself has got about 3,000 people in it, and within those 3,000 people, I can tell you stories of all kinds of things. We can't claim anything as reference medical things like diabetes and high blood pressure and all that kind of stuff, but I can tell you that through the process of good nutrition, many of those things are addressed. Inflammation-related issues are probably the biggest thing that people will see. Anything that's inflammation-related. Diabetes, the whole program was created by somebody who was diabetic, so the whole idea is to get your blood sugars even and keep them that way throughout the course of the day so you don't have the spikes. And so you'll just see a ton of people saying that this has happened. Now, Isagenix can't say that that's the case because then they get in trouble because they're not FDA certified, all that kind of good stuff. But I can tell you that there's just a ton of people that have had incredible results from that. So what happens is people go from hope into faith, and then they kind of get kicked back and forth because somebody says, oh my gosh, this stuff isn't sold at GNC, so it can't be any good, right? So, and then you realize that, well, that's kind of a crap reason not to use it. It's true. So your faith goes up, and then you start seeing some stuff, you read some more stuff, your friends are using it, you're seeing your own results, you get into belief, and you kind of bounce back and forth between here and here. And then once you're here, you never come back to here. I tell people every now and then I get back to faith because, somebody that's really important to you says, hey, Brent, that's crap. You can't, you gotta be kidding me, right? It's an MLM, it's a scam, it's a pyramid, it's all this kind of stuff. So it kind of hurts you, but we've been doing it so long now, and quite honestly, I could sit there and go to that person and say, you don't understand network marketing, because now I have, not only do I have faith in this and belief in this program, but I also have faith and belief in network marketing. So that's kind of the thing. I'll answer any questions you guys have got, and we can move forward from there. The way that we get people enrolled is we'll give you some paperwork. You can fill that paperwork out, or you can just come over here and we'll get on the laptop and you can enter your stuff